Hi, and welcome to Love Doing Yoga on this Friday evening. Hope you've had a lovely week and you're looking forward to a nice week ahead, a weekend ahead. It's very cold in the studio today, so I'm going to keep my hoodie on. We've got a nice kind of flowing practice today for you. So hopefully one you will enjoy. As always, throughout the practice, listen to your body and only do what feels right for you today. So let us begin in a seated position. Closing your eyes. Slowing down. Letting go of your day and everything that's going on in your world. And just bringing yourself to your mat. Sitting up nice and tall, lengthening through your spine. And let your attention go to your breath. Inhaling through your nose, into your belly. Pause. And then exhaling through your nose. Taking one more breath here. And then when you're ready, gently opening the eyes. Again, finding that length as you draw yourself up to your tallest position. Engaging the core to help support you. And then let's take the left hand down by the side, raise the right arm over, take a bend, and let's bring some movement into this as we swing it over to the other side. And taking it back. And just moving from side to side as you bend. Just trying to get a little deeper each time. Remembering to keep those shoulders in line with each other. So keep the chest looking up and out. And keeping going to just allow the body to warm up a little and stretch. And then coming to stillness. And from here, let's rotate the spine. So taking that twist to the left, again finding the length. And exhaling into a deeper twist. And coming back through center for a breath. And then let's take that to the right. Letting the breath help you increase the rotation. And back to center once again, taking a breath here. And making our way to tabletop. And in your tabletop, shoulders over wrists, those fingers open nice and wide, just the pads of the fingers pressing into the mat. hips over knees, feet straight out behind you where you can't see them. And hooking in with the breath here, let's flow through some cat and cow. And one more. And then coming back to your tabletop, let's make our way down onto the mat to come into a crocodile pose. So one arm on top of the other, let the forehead rest on those arms. You've just got a nice little gentle back bend here. And then drawing the hands away to bring them down by your sides, forehead onto the mat. Let's raise both legs away from the mat. Taking a breath and lower them down. And again, raising them up, holding them here for a breath. And lower them down. And one more time. And then drawing the arms out in front of you. So you've got a nice full body stretch going on. And let's raise the right leg and the left arm. And lower it down. And then the opposite side. And bringing it down. And alternating then between those two sides. Raising the gaze as you raise the arm. Synchronizing it with your breath. Inhaling on the lift. Exhaling as you drop. And once more on either side. And then from here, drawing those hands back so they're either side of your chest, pushing yourself up into tabletop. And from here, making your way through to a downward dog. So curling those toes, push the hips back to the heels as you lift up and pedal those legs. Just allowing the legs to start to waken up and stretch. Pressing away from the mat to get that nice length of spine until you're ready to come to stillness here. One more breath here. And then from here, coming down onto your forearms. So it's just intensifying that stretch a little. And building up a little strength in the upper arms for your dolphin pose. One more breath here. And then step those legs back to come into a forearm plank. And taking 3 breaths here. Trying to keep those elbows underneath you, underneath your shoulders. One more breath. And then bring the knees down as you come into your tabletop. And in your tabletop, step the left leg up and let it come out to the side of your mat. With your right leg, you can just step it back a little bit. And then from here, we're going to come down into a lizard pose. So coming down onto one forearm or both. It's okay if your knee falls out and your foot comes up a little bit. And maybe this is enough for you, or if you want a little more, you can raise the knee up. One more breath here. And then from here, we're going to draw up. So just stepping that right foot up a little bit, keeping the right hand on the mat. Keep the knee bent. Draw the left arm up for a revolved triangle. Good. One more breath. And then bringing the hand back down, stepping it back to your downward dog. And raise the right leg up behind you. One more breath here. And let's step it through and come into our lizard pose on this side. So the right foot out to the edge of the mat, coming down onto your forearms. And raising the knee. One more breath here. Letting the knee come down as you lift up into your revolved triangle. So stepping the foot up. So you remember in revolved triangle, your hips are kind of square. Keeping the right knee bent for this one as we raise the right arm up. One more breath here. And then stepping that left foot up beside the right, having them about hip width apart, and bending at the hips. So you are halfway. Bring the arms out into an airplane, into a T. Having the knees soft here. Sometimes in this position, we can kind of lock the knees, keep them soft. And then draw the hands down towards the feet and deepen the bend by letting the upper body come a little closer to the legs. And from here, bend the knees, let the hips sink down, keeping those knees behind the toes and the feet hip width apart. Rise the body up along with the arms for your chair pose, and with your legs at hip width apart. Engaging that core to help you. One more breath here. And coming all the way up, draw those arms down onto the backs of your hips, elbows back, and take a nice back bend here. And coming back to upright, let's just flow through that little sequence. So bringing the arms out into a T, taking a breath. Lowering down to a forward fold. Sinking the hips, raising the torso and arms for your chair. And coming up to stand, hands at the hips for your back bend. Coming back to upright, and let's go again. Arms in a T, hinging at the hips. Forward fold. Dropping the hips, lifting into your chair. And through to your back bend. Once more. Coming to halfway, arms extended. Through to forward fold. Dropping the hips for your chair. And coming up for your back bend. And back to upright. And from here, we're going to step the right leg back. We're not going to do that. No, we're going to hinge at the hips and fold forward. And then we're going to step the right leg back, dropping that right knee, open up the foot and lift up to a low lunge. Soften the shoulders. And then bringing the hands either side of the foot. Let's come up into our runner's lunge. So raising the knee. Let that core engage as you exhale. And from here, lifting up to a high lunge. And folding forward over this front leg, extending it out. And then bending the left knee, step that right foot forward, coming all the way up. Bring the hands into prayer at the chest. Good, let's try that on the other side. So from here, coming forward into your forward fold. And stepping that left leg back for your low lunge. And taking it through to runner's lunge, so you're up on the toes of that back foot. Looking ahead, keeping that right knee over the ankle. And then let's rise up to a high lunge. Still on the toes. Great strengthening pose this. And from here, folding forward over that front leg. And stepping the left leg up to forward fold, bend the knees, come all the way up and hands into prayer. Okay, let's flow through that on each side. So from here, folding forward. Stepping the right leg back, low lunge. Through to our runner's lunge. Lifting to our high lunge. And forward fold over the extended front leg. Stepping that right foot up, forward fold. Coming all the way up, hands into prayer. And other side, forward fold. Left leg comes back for low lunge. Taking it through to your runner's lunge. And lifting up to high lunge. Folding forward over that front leg. And stepping the left foot up, forward fold. Coming all the way up. Hands in prayer. Taking a breath. One more time. Forward fold. Right leg back, low lunge. Through to runner's lunge. Lifting up to high. Stretching out the front leg. And stepping it up. Bending the knees, come all the way up. Hands in prayer. Last side, forward fold. Left leg comes back. Low lunge. Through to your runner's lunge. And then high lunge. And stretching out the front leg. Stepping it forward. Bending the knees, coming all the way up. Hands in prayer at the chest. Good, well done. And from here, once again, folding forward, hands coming down, and this time making your way down onto your mat and coming to lie down. And hugging those knees into the chest. Just take a little rock and roll here as you allow your body to slow down. Softening the shoulders. And then lengthening out the legs. Feet flopping out to the side, palms facing upwards. And softening the whole body, release and let go. Letting go of your feet and your legs. Letting go of your glutes and pelvis. The whole back of your body and shoulder blades. The front of your body, chest and shoulders. Letting go of your arms and your hands. Your head, face, jaw and chin. The whole of your body, just let it go. And taking time here to fill with gratitude. Identifying a moment in your day that you're particularly grateful for. And then let your attention go to your breath. Inhaling through your nose, filling your belly. Pause. And then exhaling through your nose. And spend a few minutes here just focusing on your breath.